In the refined world of golf, where decorum and sportsmanship are held in high regard, a few golfers have managed to stand out for all the wrong reasons. These are the golfers who, despite their impressive skills on the greens, have found themselves on the receiving end of controversy and hate. One golfer who has often found himself in the eye of the storm is Phil Mickelson. Known for his incredible talent, Lefty has a knack for stirring up controversy, both on and off the course. Even before the LIV Golf fiasco, Mickelson had a habit of making headlines with his candid and sometimes ill-advised remarks. His controversial comments about Saudis and his public feud with the PGA didn't earn him many fans. But it's not just his words that have landed him in hot water. In 2016, during the Ryder Cup, Mickelson publicly criticized his own captain Tom Watson and the team's strategy.
Allow us to play our best. I think that Paul Azinger did. He got everybody invested in the process. He got everybody invested in who they were going to play with, who the picks were going to be, who was going to be in their pod.
The timing couldn't have been worse, and it left a sour taste in the mouths of those who witnessed it, including the winning captain, Paul McGinley. Mickelson's troubles didn't end there. He faced an insider trading scandal that tarnished his reputation further. While he ultimately escaped criminal charges, the SEC dragged him into a civil case, and he had to pay a hefty fine. The scandal left a stain on his otherwise illustrious career, making him one of golf's most divisive figures. Then we have Gary Player, whose golfing prowess is beyond dispute. With 163 professional tournament victories, including 9 majors, Player's skills speak for themselves. However, what sets him apart from the rest is his controversial behavior and outspoken nature. He's not afraid to voice his opinions, even if they ruffle feathers. Player's career has been marred by alleged rule violations, similar to Patrick Reed in recent times. These questionable incidents have eroded trust in Player among fellow golfers and fans alike. Today, he's known more for his irate and opinionated persona than his golfing achievements. In addition to his controversial remarks, Player's public display of his physical fitness has become a recurring theme. Whether it's demonstrating his incredible strength or showcasing his abs, he often seems more like an attention-seeking uncle at a family gathering than a legendary golfer.
Who's your strongest man in the room here? Come here, Max, you little porky. What's this?
Are you flipping me off?
I want to buy you a new driver if you can do that. And I'm going to give you $500 so you can have a good lunch.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
You are in good shape, sir.
Yeah, I am. I work out really hard. I still push 300 pounds with my legs.
No.
I run the treadmill at max. I do 1,000 sit-ups and crunches, sometimes more.
Some golfers manage to damage their own reputation. Matt Coocher was often regarded as one of the most likable players on the PGA Tour, but he still managed to irreparably damage his own reputation at the 2019 Mayakoba Classic. After winning the tournament and pocketing a winner's check of $1.33 million, Coocher handed his stand-in caddy a mere $5,000. To many, it was a glaring example of stinginess and a lack of fairness. The incident caused an uproar, and Coocher eventually issued a public apology and paid his former caddy, David Ortiz, a more equitable amount. However, it left a lingering sense that something wasn't quite right. For a high-earning tour player like Coocher, this behavior seemed unbecoming and raised questions about his character. Despite his likable demeanor on the golf course and his consistent presence in competitive golf, Coocher's handling of the caddy situation showcased a side of him that left many fans disappointed. While known for his impressive skills on the green, Johnson made headlines with his bold decision to resign from the PGA Tour and fully commit to the emerging LIV Golf League. As LIV Golf faced its own challenges and controversies, some questioned whether Johnson's reputation would be irreparably damaged by his association with the league. Despite not being disliked for cheating, many pros expressed their dissatisfaction with his decision to part ways with the PGA Tour. Now let's talk about Patrick Reed, also known as Captain America. Reed is a talented golfer with 9 professional wins on the PGA Tour. But here's the thing, he's had his fair share of controversies throughout his career. One of the big issues is rule violations. Reed has been called out multiple times for breaking the rules during tournaments. Like one time, he improved his lie by moving sand behind his ball, which is a big no-no in golf. And when these controversies come up, Reed's initial responses don't usually help his case. He's also had some family drama. Reed's family used to attend his tournaments, but here's the kicker. He once asked security to escort his parents out of the 2014 US Open. That doesn't make him seem very warm and friendly, right? Sure, Reed's a skilled golfer, but his behavior hasn't made him a fan favorite.
It's up to Patrick Reed situation that, that a lot of folks were talking about, people accusing him of cheating and trying to change his life in the sandpit. What are your thoughts on that? Was he cheating?
Yeah.
Then we have Vijay Singh, who was a legendary golfer with an impressive record of 34 PGA Tour wins, including 3 major championships. He's even in the World Golf Hall of Fame, but despite his achievements, he's not the most liked golfer out there. One reason for that is his unapproachable demeanor. He doesn't even exchange greetings with his caddy in the morning before a game. Plus, he's not exactly chummy with the press, openly showing his displeasure towards them. And let's not forget his cheating scandal from his early years as a struggling pro. That didn't do his reputation any favors. Next up, we have Sergio Garcia, who is a highly skilled Spanish golfer with 32 international tournament wins, including the 2017 Masters Tournament and the 2008 Player Championship. But his on-course behavior has left a lot to be desired. Garcia has a reputation for his lack of sportsmanship. He's been known to throw temper tantrums, spit into cups, and even toss his clubs into lakes in frustration. Sometimes he's blamed others for his poor performance, like his former girlfriend or bad weather. It's not exactly the behavior you'd expect from a pro. His actions, like giving the middle finger to a fan, have rubbed people the wrong way, and his unprofessional conduct has cost him support from fans. John Daly is a famous American golfer who's won 2 major championships and even pulled off the rare consecutive win of the Open Championship and PGA Championship. But his career has been filled with controversy. Daly's personal struggles with alcoholism have been widely reported. He attended Alcoholics Anonymous meetings during tough times. On the course, he's been known for reckless behavior, like hitting balls over spectators' heads in a grandstand just to show off. This behavior led to heated conflicts with other golfers' families. For instance, in the 1994 PGA Tour's NEC World Series of Golf, Daly nearly hit golfer Jeff Roth, leading to a scuffle between Daly and Roth's father. These disruptions resulted in fines, public apologies, and damaged his reputation. Next, let's talk about Bryson DeChambeau. He's a super talented golfer, no doubt about it. He can hit the ball really far, and that impresses a lot of people. But when it comes to his personality, well, there's room for improvement. First off, he's been criticized for playing really slowly on the golf course. Imagine waiting and waiting for someone to take their shot. That's what some golfers feel when playing with Bryson. And then there are his fights with other golfers. He had a big feud with Brooks Koepka, and that didn't help his popularity at all. Some people think he's rude, loud, and a bit full of himself. Then we have Ian Poulter, the English pro golfer who got into a feud with a journalist and was accused of ignoring a press officer. Not exactly a good look. His playing style, some say, comes off as arrogant and overly aggressive. During games, he's been known to pester his opponents and make controversial comments about them during interviews. But it's not just on the course. The way he treats his fans has also raised eyebrows. In 2010, he even disrespected the Ryder Cup trophy by eating cereal from it and posting a video on Twitter. Not the most respectful move. Rory Sabatini is another golfer who's had his fair share of controversies. In 2021, he was disqualified from a PGA Tour event for breaking the rules by using an attachment on his club. He's also known for yelling at a fan who found his ball during a tournament in 2011. And there was that time he had a heated argument with Vijay Singh, who's known for having a bit of a temper himself. Now here's a surprise. Bubba Watson, despite his southern charm, is actually one of the most disliked golfers. In a survey, a big chunk of PGA Tour pros said they'd be least likely to help Bubba in a fistfight. Not a great sign. In 2014, after leading at the Masters, Bubba made some controversial comments about gay people. This upset many folks, and it didn't do his image any favors. But here's the thing. Even though he seems fun-loving on camera, behind the scenes he's been known to scold his caddy and even fans who make too much noise. Plus, he's been quick to blame the greens when he messes up his putts. Finally, let's talk about the legend, Tiger Woods. He used to be one of the most loved players in golf, known for dominating the game like no one else. But his personal life took a hit, and his career got messy. Tiger faced scandals and had issues with painkillers and sleeping pills. He even pleaded guilty to reckless driving. This tarnished his once massive fan base. What do you think of these golfers? Do you think the hate they receive is justified? Let us know in the comments below.